Okay, hi guys. Good morning. I had another idea coming to my mind just recently, so I decided to make a video about it, and it's called Balance in Life and Appreciation. Um, well, I think in life, if we want to have be like satisfied, happy, things need to be balanced, obviously, and in order everything function well, and how one thing, affect another. You remember, I don't know if you remember, I made a video some time ago about how our talents, how we all are unique and we have a different talents, and how one talent affect another, or one person with different talent, like everything is connected. And so this is another thing very similar to it. You know, in one person's life are these things, yeah. The main things, what do you think it is, yeah? Everybody we know what it is work, love, relationship, health, and family. It's four things, yeah. That's probably the main, which is important and which is every day in our life, and life is, going around these things. If a reason, sorry, I'm sorry, if a person want to be satisfied, he needs to have fulfillment in all these areas. Think about it, yeah. If only we fail or failing and are totally unhappy in one of these above, yeah, it affects everything else. It affects all the other areas, yeah. For instance, if someone have a very poor health and all the time is poorly, okay, it have a big impact on all the family members, on the relationship, or on the work as well, because maybe they can't work or can't do certain kinds of work or can't concentrate in the work. So it has a big impact. But and also an emotional state, isn't it, of that person, and mental state of that individual. Or if someone is feeling, unhappy in the relationship with a partner or husband, also it affects everything as well, because like especially if they love the person and suddenly they really feel like they are not happy at all, and it's getting, they even think about like breaking it off. But it's not easy when at the beginning, when you start to consider it, it's never easy, isn't it? Because people have a family, kids, and there are some kind of something which is stopping them, and they really need to consider, so yeah. mm, and it affects everything, isn't it? It affects they work as well, because that they maybe not as, in the work you have to be, isn't it, correct and on this, spot on. And if they start to, you know sluggish, be sluggish, and if they start not doing the work properly, obviously they can be laid off and stuff. So that's not, it's not, yeah. And some people have a problem at work, yeah. That's just another area or something. I'm gonna mention all of them, because like, these days, I know because I experienced this. I'm talking from my own experience, and how, you know I mean, I experienced, actually, I'm gonna mention that because why not. I mean, years ago, I used to work in a place, and there was a lot of bullying going on. The manager, literally, the manager had their favorites, yeah, favorite people, and the people he didn't like, because there was lots of people working there. And I was the one he didn't like. They didn't like, he just chose, some people. And we were bullied. The people he didn't like, there was a bullying going on. It was really, really hard. And at that time, I really needed that job, yeah. So imagine, I wasn't able to leave or anything, because that was not. And so yeah, so it was very hard. And so there's lots of things going on, and that will make you, of course, that is make you to not to want to go to the work, obviously. And it's difficult, okay. So it can be bad boss, or or some people just can't find job, they're unemployed. So all this is affecting, again, it will affect your relationship or family life, because you're gonna be miserable. And I remember when I came home from work that time, I had a boyfriend at that time. I was miserable, and I didn't feel him, like, sometimes like interact with him, So it affects everything, So even as I say, in one area in your life you are not happy, it affects the others that affect all your life. So everything is connected. No matter what we do, this is the fact, yeah. Mm, these problems affect also our emotional and mental state, and are carried there through the day, obviously through every day in other areas. And many times only one of these reasons can put the end, even put the end to relationship or work or even to our health. Um, of course, in life, we can't expect all go right at all times. But when, these go to, these levels, like deeper levels, that when disconnection occur. So that's why it's very important, that life has a balance. And I know it's not always working like that. It's not always that we are really happy, isn't it? Yeah, this is just life. Yeah. Life is fragile and it's unpredictable. We never know what's going to happen next. We don't know, unfortunately, bad things happen, tragedies happens, and unexpected things happen to anyone. Sometimes it's hard to find balance in life. And that's why you see, especially these days. I mean, I'm not saying, they were always like miserable, happy people, but years ago, I wouldn't say, these days everybody will tell you, I mean, at least, what I see around or what I heard from other people, there's so many miserable people. And it's true because, if you think, I mean, people struggling, they're struggling with money, the economy is bad, I mean, everything is expensive, we know how it is. People don't earn enough, and this, relationships, everybody is, there's so much. I can keep going about this. I'm telling you, we know how it is. It's infidelity everywhere. It's like everything is so loose, and I'm gonna use the word loose. There is the morals are loose, and trust me, I'm the old generation, and that is my opinion. Of course, some people might not agree with me, but it is like the world literally gone mad, I would say. Yeah, and so no wonder people are not happy. And I don't know about, I know, lots of, that's why I'm talking about different topics, because, I'm interested in different things. But, the statistic shows, and I know, like, the suicidal rate is very, very high. And like, it's going higher, all the time. And also the people who are depressed, yeah, and who are literally like clinically depressed, and they take antidepressants and everything, it's also very, very high. And it goes for young people as well, very young people, and that is very sad. Oh my goodness. I mean, because, yes, I wasn't maybe happy the last couple of years, but when I was young, to be honest, yeah, I can make another video. I had I was happy. I mean, when I was young, I mean, through my, I don't know, let's say through that 15 or teenager years to whatever, 30, to my 30s, I was really happy. Like, I really enjoyed, and I mean, I honestly, thanks God, I didn't have a depression then and stuff, but I know what is depression, trust me, but I didn't have a depression at all. And you know, I just feel so bad for these young people these days. Like, so many, they are so depressed. Like, literally, I don't even. I know some, one lady. She's got a son, and he's just like a teenager, and he is so depressed, like clinically depressed. He doesn't even go to school. He had to drop out from school because the school, like, consider he can't even go there. So you can imagine, I mean, it's just so sad. I don't know. It's just very, 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 very sad. Yeah. So I went, to all of, I wasn't even planning to talk about this, in this video, but yeah, I'm saying that it is so hard, I think, for many people to find a balance. And as I'm saying, even one of these problems which I mentioned, someone have, it can lead to total distraction or depression, or like the people are unable to even, like, some people, they just don't even leave the house. They've got some kind of anxieties, or God knows what or they just don't even leave it. They're just stuck in the house, or they're even afraid because something happened to them, someone hurt them, they're afraid to leave the house. I mean, there's so many stories, so many stories out there. It's just unbelievable, and we don't if we don't, we also might not identify with it. We might not even know someone like personally, but you can read about it, you can see in the documentaries, there's always like amazing, in a TV there's always documentaries about different things. So it's interesting. I you know I don't watch them anymore because I don't have much time, but you know I used to. And you can learn a lot from there, because like you see things which you don't even know exist, which is amazing. Yes, so that is it. mm, I would leave it, I would leave it at this. And you know that's just, I wanted to talk about the balance, and how that would be beautiful if everybody find the right balance. And they don't need to be like 100% happy, isn't it? But at least like satisfied. If you ask them, how is your work, how is your health, how is your partner, and they will say, yeah, fine, just fine, everything is fine, going well. And you can see, because sometimes from the expression, or usually you can guess if the person is happy or not happy. They can lie to you, they can say they are happy, but you can see in the face they are not. The expression says everything, isn't it? It says a lot. So yeah, yeah. So I wish you all, I wish you all to be happy. Hope you are happy. Hope you looking for your happiness, and you find happiness in every way. So thank you very much, and comment, share, subscribe. Thanks. Bye bye.